We'll get going. Hi, everyone. Great to be with you again for another journey. Today's journey is a journey to the Temple of the South. The South is about the element of fire, and it's an inner temple, which means it's something that we can't see with our physical eyes, but we can certainly see with our inner senses of the vision and sense and any other sense, that inner sense, hearing, guidance, knowing that you have, because everybody has a different combinations of these senses. And as we do these journeys together, these senses, if you were not aware, you might start pay attention that they're waking up because you are going there, because you're doing it. And that's how it works. Like unused muscle, it starts to come to life and announce, I'm here. I can do some work for you. So, just a few words before we start the journey. The nice thing about the element of fire, in a way that, fire, of course, can be destructive. I can speak to it because I live in a place in California that has this tendency to burn every few years with wildfires. But we're not doing wildfires here today. We're doing a very controlled fire, not controlled by me, but controlled by the intentions and by the sacred container of the divine that we're in. And in fact, we're connecting to other properties of the fire, because the fire can be a healer. The fire can forge and can help forge parts of us that we didn't even remember existed. And so it helps strengthen, it helps melt away things that perhaps need to be either loosened or not even be here. It can help transform. It can help purify. It doesn't burn. The fires that we're working with today don't burn. They can be in different colors. And I might describe a color, but you might see a different color, and that's perfectly fine, because it might be white or golden or blue or red. You'll know it. Or if you don't see the color, that's fine too. Just know that fires today are not burning the body. They're not harmful. And even I don't generally bring fire directly into the heart. I bring it through other means, or through other parts of the body. But whatever comes into the body with today's fire is not harmful, and quite the opposite. And these inner temples, the nice thing about them, because people in various esoteric, shamanic traditions have been visiting these temples for thousands of years, they tend to become that they have a reality. They have a reality for them. They exist. And it's a lot like what organized religion knows how to do, except that here we're not going with organized religion, we're going with something else. But organized religion, my point is, because so many people repeat the same thing over and over and over, it becomes like an egregore of human consciousness that exists in a realm that everybody can access. And what we're doing here is something that is simply not what I personally, and that's personal to me, don't like about some religious institutions, is about the control. And here we don't have that. It's a very personal journey, and it is about empowerment. So, is there anything else about the Temple of the South? And the South is also associated with the future. So I like to work with the directions. We work with the Temple of the East. The Temple of the East is where that we've done that last time. Um, and the Temple of the East is bringing in the word, like the word of creation, the impulse of creation is uttered through the word, and then it becomes vibrationally sound and light, and sound and light creates form, it creates then in the form, and then it creates time as well. And because we're talking here about humanity, we're talking about healing today, and humans are imperfect by design. And so all this creation brings it to the level of humanity, where we can receive the sound, we can receive the light, and we receive limitations that are, you can look at them as form, or you can look at them as guidance. Even guidance is a way of limiting for a good cause. So the Temple of the South is where we create guidance into the future by working today on what we truly are, remembering some of it, as well as healing and moving away from what is not needed anymore, what doesn't work for us.